consultant with Us More Books and More, and right now I'd like to share with you ways to survive this quarantine while thriving at the same time and learning at home with your kids. All right, first off, let's talk about activity books. If you want to brush up on their math skills, these are fantastic books for that. We have fractions and decimals activity book, we have times tables, adding and subtracting, we have multiplying and dividing. These are lots of fun because they use colorful, bright examples for each of the math problems. They have kids sorting cookies and robots and going through mazes and doing math in a much more fun way than maybe they're already used to. They will thank you for getting them something like this that gives them an opportunity to have fun while learning at the same time. Another great resource for continuing the learning at home are our key skills packs. We have the introduction to key skills, we have the intermediate pack, and then we have the advanced pack. The introduction pack is for ages kindergarten through about first grade. The intermediate is second grade through fourth, and then the advanced would be kind of fourth grade and up. You can see that they're wipe clean books, which is fantastic, particularly if you have a perfectionistic child that has a hard time when they have to rub a hole in their paper with their eraser. This really helps, especially my daughter. When she gets something wrong, it's gone, it's quickly erased, and we can move on without any meltdowns. So lots of great advice in here on how to teach them. Notice there's notes for grown-ups at the end here. And since they're wipe cleans, you can use them again and again. So this pack comes with adding, spelling, subtracting, and then we've got grammar and punctuation here. So if you're worried about summer slide, if you're worried about them losing any of their skills while this whole quarantine thing is in effect, worry no longer. Those are great resources for you. Another thing you can do with your kids for learning at home is teach them a new skill or further reinforce one you haven't had time to go over previously, such as telling the time. I love doing mini units with my kids, so this is one of the ones that I've done with them. For telling the time, we have a wipe clean book, we have a lift the flap book, we have an activity book. This is similar to those math ones that I just showed you a moment ago. And I like doing little mini units like this because it teaches kids the same skill in a variety of ways. Kids love being able to lift flaps. They love being able to see all the little monsters, the little cogs and robots and things in this book. And then being able to write out their answers in the wipe clean book and then also on paper in the telling the time activity book. Okay, another great way of using this time to continue learning with your children is to look at subjects in a different way. So similarly to what we did with the math activity books, we can do that with science as well. This is a great book. This is not a science book, is full of activities. Even the inside cover is an activity. I'll give you a look at the table of contents so you can see what's included here. But this one has been around for a long time with good reason. It really shows kids science in a hands-on different way. Science is not stuffy. You're going to observe, they're going to draw, they're going to color. It uses things you already have on hand so you don't have to worry about supplies or anything like that. And here's a glance at what is inside this. Also, we have, this is not a math book, and this is not another math book, and they're set up in the same way. So it's a fun way to teach concepts that maybe they haven't even gotten to yet, but you can teach them in a hands-on, accessible way. This one does a great job of showing how math is actually very artistic and how it relates to that. They're doing tessellations and folding paper and doing, what else does it have? Spiral graphs and things like that. So these ones are a lot of fun for that as well. So it might be a time, especially for helping a child who might not love math already, to learn that it's not so bad. For your older children, we have the STEM Scribble Book series, and it looks like my son has probably made off with the science one, but we do have science, math, engineering, technology, and our newest one is inventions. These are really great because they're going to be solving all kinds of problems. In this one, this is the math scribble book. Here's a look at what is inside. But again, they're going to be cracking codes, they're going to be drawing, they're going to be learning and having fun. This is excellent for if they come to you and they say, I'm bored. This is definitely a boredom buster that will help them with their higher level thinking skills. Next up, we have the Academy series, one of my favorites of all time. We have several in this one: Chef Academy, Vet Academy, Doctor Academy, Scientist Academy, Engineer Academy, Coder Academy, Entrepreneur Academy, and a few more. You can see our family loves these books, right? We have several of them. I'll show you one of the ones that hasn't been written in yet. So Entrepreneur Academy, again, you've got activities even from the cover of the book, which is really cool. This is one of those books that you can give to your older children, or you can do it with younger children too, and just expect to be reading them what the words say so that they're able to do the activities with you. But I love these because they give kids a glimpse into different careers. This might be the time your child discovers what they really love to do. Who knows, right? Quarantine doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. Okay, so that was the Academy series. Speaking of Never Bored, we have a series called the Never Bored series. And in that one, we have the Never Get Bored book for indoors. We also have the Never Get Bored book for outdoors. These are great because you can take them right into your backyard, or if you happen to have some land behind you or a public space you can go to that is still socially distanced from other people, you can try out some of these things there too. One of the best ways, though, of going through something like quarantine, or if your child is having a hard time emotionally, they're dealing with something difficult, getting outside can be very beneficial. Studies have shown that. So this book can give them a great idea of things they can do while they're outside. If they have to be inside, I know it's supposed to be raining a lot this week for us, these are a great option too. So these are the Never Bored maze cards. We have Never Get Bored on the go puzzle cards, Never Bored on a plane. So you can see that these are for taking different places as well. They're nice and, handy like that, but they're great for if you're at home as well. And then we've got the original ones, the Never Get Bored cards. These are great because they are wipe clean cards. I know I've mentioned before that you can take these and you can hole punch the corner, put them on a binder ring, and then you can carry them in your purse with you, or you can do that even for at home, which is what I do also, so that they don't get lost. So this has everything from dot to dot to comparison to trying to remember what was on the page that you looked at for a minute. It's got mazes. It has all kinds of different games. Some of them are for 2 players. Some of them are for 1 player. So if your children have siblings, they can do it with them. If not, they can do it with you. But these are a great way to have fun and make quarantine something that is a positive experience at the same time for you and your children. Thanks for joining me.